Hello and welcome again to my channel. Today we talk on a Sinclair machine. It was latest Sinclair produced last computer. This is a Sinclair QL. A Sinclair QL is the first attempt to create a professional computer that works with 68,008 Motorola CPU.
Motorola 68008. The microprocessor belongs to the first generation of the 68000 microprocessor from Motorola. It's fully object code compatible with the 68000, but not pin compatible with it. The 68008 has a 8-bit databus, and it depends packaging. It have a 20-bit or 22 address bus that only able to addressable 4 megabytes of RAM in the maximum of capacity, and is very is a cheapest model of the 68000 family, and also it had some performance problems because they working with the 8-bit databus, but internally works in 32-bit data. And this is a problem because if you need to operate with the 32-bit data, you need to get more than 2 slices, for example, 4 slices of the 8-bit data from the data bus. This is a very problem with the performance, and this is a reason because the Sinclair decide to get the 68008 is a price, because it's very cheapest. To a smaller size of the data bus of the Motorola 68008 needs twice as many fetches to read instructions and data. This is make CPUs lower than 68000 microprocessor running at the same frequency.
Comes with the MGE ROM, is a Spanish ROM, not includes any commands, built-in commands like from super basic, like list of jobs, of kill or resume, or Control Shift to change any multitasking. Some people say the Sinclair can do multitasking. Yeah, if the firmware of the or the ROM is supported commands that develops by Tony Tebi, maybe you can use that feature, that multitasking feature. But if you have a basic basic ROM like a MGE version, you can do that. For example, that machine, I put some external ROM cartridge with the toolkit ROM, and can do some operation like for example jobs, or execute some task in background. But they have not included some features like resume or suspend or kill, but that version not support that commands. Maybe you need to upgrade to Minerva ROM. The Minerva ROM have the all features of the multitasking commands of QDOS, but and in the basic configuration of the machine not included by default. For example, start up my Sinclair QL without a toolkit ROM with the QL EPROM cartridge board. I read about some histories about when you the machine comes out to the market. You need to buy another additional dongle to enable some extra features that not included in built-in ROM, and that is the same problem in that machine. That machine not include some functionalities. Can go to the super basic, I connected my Sinclair QL via RGB connector to the RGB monitor that view very good sharp image. For example, I can try to show the ROM version, the counts built in with the variable var dollar. They show the MG version is the Spanish built-in ROM, but not include some functionalities like jobs, for example. It's not correct because that ROM is very basic with very basic functionalities. Of course, the machine can do multitasking, yes, but with the proper ROM, with the proper implemented commands from QDOS. But that version of Super Basic doesn't have any resume. Do not anything with the multitasking. You can use some programs like Abacus or another features, yeah, but not use some advanced feature like multitasking, not work. For example, if it can load my ROM dongle or ROM EEPROM cartridge board with Toolkit, latest version of Toolkit 2, we can try to put on the machine with that version and look if it works some commands for multitasking. First, to put the QL EEPROM cartridge board, we need to shut down the machine first, of course. And then insert the ROM cartridge on the ROM expansion okay. We inserted the dongle and put on the machine. Okay. The ROM version is appeared on my screen. Now let's go to the Super Basic. And we try, for example, to list of jobs. Before to put Toolkit 2 into the ROM expansion, can do that command. Now can list jobs. And the first job with the priority is implemented in the Toolkit 2, but you can try to load some programs like Abacus in background. Maybe you can try to execute FDK is my floppy disk drive, for example, Abacus. And can you see what happened? The program loading, and now look at this. The cursor is appeared on that side, not on that side, and is not working. For example, is working some commands in BASIC. What happened here? I had two tasks inside the memory, but I can kill. For example, kill one, can kill, resume, not. If can do more features like multitasking, is better using, for example, another ROM.
Manuals on internet about the Super Basic commands and related toolkits. I see a lot of toolkits is needed, for example, to support some separate features. It's separate toolkit. For example, in Toolkit 2, some command works, but not some other command works. For example, resume the task or remove task only available on that toolkit, not Toolkit 2, for example. Or what do you say? Release task also is not included. But if you see jobs or job ID, yeah, that is included in Toolkit 2. That website is perfect to try to find what is command is worse in some ROMs and some other ROMs. And if you need to some how do load some ROMs, you can put into the floppy binary into the floppy drive and load binary into the memory and then call it, for example. But by default, the default ROMs not included lots of functionalities that supported on some other ROMs, and you need to put combine two ROMs, for example, Minerva plus Toolkit 2 or Minerva plus other two toolkits that able to call some functionalities like executing in background or resume, etc. They have a lot of ROMs. It's a little messy sometimes, and maybe the next time we burn and order to install the ROM into the QL, for example, Minerva Plus Toolkit, in the next episode. See you soon, and thanks for watching.